What's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. We're back at it, guys, for another Sunday market breakdown. Last weekend, as I told you guys, it was me and my wife's 9-year wedding anniversary. So, of course, we were out of town. So, we didn't do a market breakdown last weekend. So, hope everybody had a great trading week. Before we pop into the charts, I just want to share with you guys kind of what's been going on with me with trading and everything. So of course, if you guys have been following me on my Instagram, Nikki_Pips, with my 1% challenge, I have pretty much not blown that account, but I literally had it up to $130, and or actually close to 200 actually, and then ended up putting a couple positions on BTC last weekend, and ended up losing like $40 or $50, something like that. So I put my account at like $10. So moving forward, I'm going to step away from trading that right now. So I ended up going back to top step for futures. So of course I had my 50K account, which I had blown before. So of course I reset that. So now I have that all reset. So we're going to be rocking with that again. So we are going to still be trading gold primarily. I may dabble a little bit in Us30. We'll see. Because like I said, I told you guys before, it does move pretty similarly. So we will see there. So yeah, with that, again, we're locking back in with the Top Step 50K challenge, and we're gonna do our best to slowly pass this. So we're not going to do just standard futures on there. So we're now going to do micros. So we'll actually switch over to that because I forgot what it's going to look like. So yeah, I'm going to be trading micro gold futures. So because if I do GC1, which is just gold futures, the lot size or whatever it is just way too big. Like I think just one tick or whatever they call it, it's way too much. I think it's like 250. So you can lose a lot really quick. So of course I just want to take it slow. So I'm going to be doing micros moving forward for that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So I mean, I'll share with you guys really quick. Let me just make sure everything's good here. I'll check my channel real quick. So it should be good. So test. So it should be good now. All right, cool. All right. So I'm going to share with you guys really quick on my screen. So, all right, I'm going to share with you Trade Locker here. So, so you guys can see here. I have to probably go to down here, obviously. So I don't think I'm set up on here yet. Alright, so there you guys go. You can see I have a 50K account on here now. So I'm using Tradevacate. So if you see that account summary, so it's a 50K challenge there. So, and then if I do use top step, I can show you. I think it'll show up on my dashboard here. So give me a second. Cool, there we go. So I just want to be honest and transparent with you guys. You guys can see that now. So it's a 50K challenge. My goal is to reach 3,000. Of course, I can't exceed $1,000 daily limit. Can't go under 48,000. So of course, I can't lose more than $2,000 max loss. So I can't go over 3,000 also. So it says reach and maintain the 3,000 plus. So of course I can't go over a certain amount, because when I did pass this the first time, I went over, and then I had to make more profit, and I ended up losing and ended up blowing the account. So we're going to take this real slow, and we're going to do our best to pass it this time. So with all that said, let's go ahead and look at the charts. So even though I'm going to be trading futures, I'll still stay on the watch list, and we'll still do, of course, XAU USD. This is kind of where I projected for this week to go, to be honest with you, just so you guys see this. Give me 1 second. So just so you guys see that, I honestly see this going back up into this zone right here. Even if it doesn't come all the way back here or up here, I still think it's going to tap into here and literally fill all this sell order right here. It's going to go right back up. So that's just kind of what I see. But let's clear all this out. All right, and then let's start on the weekly, obviously. So start always in the higher time frame. So we can see here we've actually had some consolidation. So since April, so definitely some consolidation. So it literally came up, came down, came back up, came back down, and I think it's going to make its way back up. Or since it's consolidated right here, we could see a continued drop back down. So we shall see here. So of course, trend-wise, of course we can see we're still in a steady uptrend. So even if I were to come all the way back here, it's been a steady uptrend. So since we just want to focus on most recent, obviously. So here we can see it's pretty steady. So kind of what I see right here. So it's still in an uptrend. So even if I were to go here, it's still an uptrend. So we still have 1, 2, 3. So it's still in an uptrend. So we want to follow the trend, obviously. So even though we have a consolidation right here, so go on the daily here. Of course, we can see even a stronger consolidation, obviously. So we can always kind of put a box around this. So all this is consolidation. So it's all consolidation right there. So, but we're going to have to take this and do our supply and demand zones. Okay. So basically from here to here. So of course I'm going to tap in right here. Actually, I'm going to put that up here. And we're going to definitely have one right here. Yep, so right here. Another one right here. And then, of course, another one, let's say down here. And then we'll go as far as going down here. So, right here. So, these are going to be our kind of three areas right here. So, we have our resistance. This is another resistance support here. So, of course, this is a support to over here. So, let's box these out. So, box that out. Box this out. Alright, now we got one more right here. Alright, there we go. So these are the zones that we gotta look at. Like, to be honest with you, like this is like literally supply and demand. You know, these are the zones that we're looking at. So of course, when it comes to looking at this, we need to look at, you know, where did it go to last? So like where did it tap into? So I mean, I could literally pull this over. So, and it literally did that. So of course, let's see, back in March, we had a huge push up. So it literally tapped into this area, pulled back down, tried a second attempt, couldn't break through, came back down, came back up, had to pull back down again, came back up. We were able to tap into this area here, so we actually surpassed this previous candle here. And then of course we retraced, pulled right back down. So came up a little bit, came back down, came up, had a huge push down back into this area here. So now we've had a push up back into this area. So we just have to see if it's going to push right back into here and respect the support area, or we're going to see a push up this week. So it's going to surpass this area, and we're going to tap back into this area again. Which, again, what I showed you guys earlier, this is that's pretty much what I see. We're going to push all the way back into this area here. So just from what I saw, like what I showed you guys on the lower time frame, which we'll go on the lower time frame and I'll show you. So, excuse me. So let's look at some key levels here. So of course, where we put that line. So of course that was at 24.51. So I want to just make that just 24.51 even. So this is going to be major resistance at 24.50. Center, let me see. I don't want that. Sorry. I actually don't want the triangle. I want this. Let's see, 24.50. I'm gonna actually do it at 24.50, 500. Let's do that. All right, so major resistance at 24.50, 500. This one will be 23.69. Let's do that like that. It's gonna be a major. Oops. It's gonna be another major resistance. Major resistance at, what do we say, 23.69. All right, there's that, and then this one, this of course will be major support at 22.88. All right, so we got that, and then our last support area here, 21.55. All right, guys, so we got our support and resistance levels right here. So now we just got to see where it's going to move. So let's go down on the 4 hour here. So of course we can see here that even if I were to move this over a little bit, you can see it's tapped into this zone before. So I mean, I'm going to leave it here, but we can see, I can clearly see here it's tapped into this area before. So of course, see on the 4 hour, we had this huge move right here on Friday. Literally just tanked, like dropped right into this area that it's tapped into before. So this was Friday the 7th. So this was 2 Fridays ago. So of course we see we had a huge push down, and then we're slowly making our way back up. And then when was this? This was this Friday, past Friday. We had another huge dump. So now, like I said, moving forward, since I'm already looking at this on the 4 hour, I think we're going to continue to push up, fill this area right here. I think we're honestly going to fill all of this. So all this and possibly all of this right here. So all this at least by next week. So we could even push back up into here also. So like right here. But for right now, I'm looking for us to at least come here to fill this area right here. So like for instance, of course I take my entries on the 5 minute, but say if I were to take an entry like this, of course, you know, I would put a long position here. Of course, I have a green wick here. It's a green candle. So of course, I'll place this like this. I definitely wouldn't put this right here. I would actually put it at that next lower low, and try to target right up here, which of course will give us a nice 1 to 2. Or I could even possibly push it to right here, which will give us a nice 1 to 3. So that's kind of what I see. So even if we go down on the lower time frame here, there's an hour. So because these are the two areas right here that I'm looking at. See, major resistance. I think it's going to tap into this. It could even surpass it and break through it, and again tap into here. So with the way I'm looking at it right now, it could very well do that this week. So that's what we're going to be looking for. So of course on the 30 minute, you know, we don't see much difference here. Of course it's consolidated right now because there's not a lot of volume in the market. So it's probably just going to do a lot of up down, to be honest with you. It may even do a pullback into here before it actually goes back up. But on this 15 minute, I mean, look at all this that we need to cover. So all this. So that's what I foresee happening. Is like, for instance, see, I took my entries on the 5 minute. So of course, if I look here, if I were to take an entry, of course I'm a scalper, so of course it's kind of in and out. So, but I would take a long position, place it here. Again, stop loss is going to be at that low, and then I'm going to target right up here. But as you can see, it's going to be a nice 1 to 3. So, but granted, you know, like say tomorrow, we may even get up to only right here or right here before there's like a pullback into here, you know, something like that. So, because anytime it goes up, there has to be a pullback at some point. So, but by the end of the week, I have a firm belief that it's going to literally tap into this major resistance right here. So you just have to catch those trades before it retraces. So, like even again here, see how long this looks like that. So of course, if I were to do it here, of course the focus is going to be like somewhere up here, you know, or of course up here, you know, but first it would be like right up here, something like that. So one of these areas where it's tapped into before. So that's what I see, guys, at least for gold. We're definitely going to tap into, like I said, that 4 hour. So I definitely feel like we're going to fill this right here, all this, and even some of this, we'll see. So that's it for gold. Let's go to US30. Alright, so let's start here. Clear this out. Cool. Let me check something real quick, guys. Alright, cool. So US30. So US30 looks very similar again to gold. So it's in a consolidation. So again, trend-wise, still going to be in an uptrend, even if we go back a little bit. We can see for the most part it's been in an uptrend. So of course we had a little bit of consolidation here, then we pulled back a little bit, but back into the same zone, and then we had a huge push up back in October. So of course we had a huge push up. So of course here we had a push down and a push up, push back down, but we're still making higher highs and higher lows. So I think we're going to continue to still push up. I honestly think we can push back into the 40,000 range. So that is something that I'm a firm believer in. I think we can definitely do that. So let's go here on the daily, and let's mark up our areas here. All right, so I'm going to put a mark right here. Definitely want to put a mark like right here, because we've tapped into this area before. Definitely a mark right here. And right here, because we did tap into that area at one point. So I'm just going to keep it kind of clean here. So of course we'll box them out.
Step into Wix Studio, the platform for agencies and enterprises, and turn website layout.
All right. All right, and then last one. So right here. All right. So we got our areas right here. So of course, let's do some key levels here. So of course, coordinates we got 40,062. So let's do 40,060. That'll be our major resistance. And then this will be, this will actually be another resistance area right here. So major resistance at, let's see, so 39,166. Do 39,150, to be honest with you. Alright, we got this one, let's see, 38,279. do 280. This will be definitely a major support. And then 38 to 80. All right, and then last one, another support. So we got 37 247. So I'll just put this to 250. Oh. So major support. Right. All right, there we go. So kind of same thing with this. So of course we can see, what did we do last week? So we can see here, last week was the 17th. So right here, the 17th, we had some good push up. So if we see here, this was on the daily for US30. So of course we had a nice push up, came back down, closed right here around 837. Had a slight pullback, so we came up a little bit, pulled back down, closed at about 38,779. Then had a huge push up to about 39,242, and then we ended up pulling back a little bit and closed at about 39,120. Had another continuous push up and then a pull back down, and then we ended up closing here at about 39,168. And let's see. So far we have a little bit of a push down. So who knows, this could be just a little bit of a retracement down before we continue to head back up and tap into this major resistance right here. So that definitely could be a possibility as well. Or we could have a huge push down again into this area. So, but I think we're going to have another push, just like gold. So we just got to watch that. So let's go on the 4 hour here. So of course right now we're kind of consolidated at this resistance area. So of course right now we're at 39.85. So of course we could have a push down into here. Where this other consolidation was before we push back up, or again it could respect this resistance level, and then we could end up keep pushing down into this area here this week. So because it's been in this zone before, so or actually technically we've actually been in this zone since this popped into this zone since May. So May 31st, we had a huge push up into the zone, came back down, came back up. We did tap into this major resistance back in June 12th. So of course the beginning of the month, and then had a huge push back down into that support area. And now we've surpassed that. Now we're back tapping in to that resistance area, which we did break. So we could just be having a little bit of course we have consolidation here, so we could still have a push up, and then we're going to create a new zone here that we're going to fulfill. So that definitely could be it as well. We could be filling this whole zone right here. So all this. So this could be a new zone for us this week that we're going to tap into. So, and I want to go with that. So I know we're consolidating right now. I have a firm belief that see, maybe on the hour here. So I somewhat have a firm belief that we're going to do this. So we're going to do a little bit of this. We're going to come up into here. May have a little bit of pullback. Push into this area here. So let's say tap into here. May have a little bit of pullback. Tap into here. A little bit of pullback. Maybe down into here. And then come back up in here. Kind of like that. That's what I see. So we're going to kind of come up, make higher highs, higher lows, and then targets up into here, ideally. So that's what I see for US30. So yeah, guys, that's all I have for the Sunday night market breakdown. Appreciate you guys. I'm glad to be back on for the weekend. I am gonna go and rest. Had a crazy day at a pool party today, so had a blast. But appreciate you guys as always. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I will be putting out some more videos as well, so definitely look out for that. This is the year, guys. This is the year, guys. I want to be profitable. I am tired of breaking my rules. I have been profitable, but then I just end up trading outside of my time frame, stuff like that. Start dabbling into Asian sessions sometimes. So from now on, as you guys watch this video, you guys can hold me accountable in the chat. You can put a comment. I will. This is what my rules are, guys. So I will only take one trade a day. One trade. If the setup's not there, I will not take it. So no more 2 trades a day, stuff like that. One trade, that's it. I am only going to risk 1%. That's it, 1%. So not only that, I will only trade after market open. So like right at market open or right after. So I'm not going to be trading before market open anymore. Even if there's news, because I know a lot of times we have news. It's like 8:30, something like that. So I'm not going to do that. I'm literally going to trade after market open. So I'm going to see how that works for me. So I'm not going to have to worry about the stress of news and what direction it's going to go or anything like that. If something does happen before market open, then hopefully I can catch the retracement of it. As it comes back down or goes back up. So that is going to be my rules, guys. So one trade, 1%. I'm going to stay within my time frame. So I will only trade New York session, New York open. That's it. And I'm either going to be trading gold, which mainly I'll be trading gold, or US30. So those 2 pairs. So other than that, that is it. I want this documented on video so you guys can, we'll solve it only for myself also, but you guys can hold me accountable as well. I would appreciate it. But again, I appreciate you guys as always. I hope that my breakdowns give you some type of value or some direction that you're going to be taking with your trades if you do trade gold or US30. A lot of traders out there do. They are 2 very volatile pairs to trade, so I don't know if I would necessarily want a beginner to be trading these types of these trades, or these pairs rather. Typically I'd rather you stay to like a USD pair, so if you're trading like Euro USD, Euro JPY, stuff like that, those might be a little bit slower, pairs for you to trade. But I've been trading these for almost 2 years, so yeah. So that's all I got, guys. Again, I appreciate you. Stay tuned for the next Sunday night market breakdown next Sunday. All right, peace.